My name is Bensley Covington, and I've got a bone to pick. A little bit ago, this wanker on the internet made a video called Everything Wrong with Hamilton, and I was like, oi, fuck you, mate. And I and a lot of other people commented on the video without watching it, telling this wanker just who he could go fuck, namely himself. And then I thought, why isn't there an Everything Right with Hamilton video? I'm a reasonably resourceful bloke, so I thought, why don't I do it and show that wanker Mr. Broadway Mr. Radical, more like Badical, because you're bad and you should feel bad. It's like half of the things he says in the video aren't even actual things wrong with it. Like, what? Do you think this is some sort of a joke? Is this a joke to you? Well, it's not. It's people's lives you're talking about. And I know I've got a lot of you true hammies here on my side already, so here it is. Everything right with Hamilton.
1. Daveed Diggs is not my boyfriend.
You don't get to say this lovely, talented man is a problem just because you're not dating him. It's almost as if you want your own personal harem with him. Barrett, Wilbur Weed, Aaron Tveit, Laura Osnes, Bernadette Peters, and maybe Son Foster thrown in there too, because people don't know how much you actually like girls. It's almost as if that is what is going through your sick little demented head at all hours of the day.
2. Burr asks, what's your name, man? As if we don't already know. It's the title of the musical. And then they say it like 3 million times after that.
Hamilton.
2. What do you think? You can just be in a musical without saying the title. What would Dirty Modern Millie be if no one came up to her and said, oi, Millie, you're looking right modern today? Or if in Les Miserables, Jean Valjean didn't come up to the poor people and be like, oi, you're looking right miserable today?
The immigrant story here is really romanticized, and that's a whole thing that I'm not even going to get to on this episode. Anyway.
3. You want to get into immigrant talk, bruv? I got 2 words for you. Bricks and it. Greatest country in the world. Next topic.
4. Burr asks, can I buy you a drink? And then they don't bang.
4. Why are you so obsessed with dudes banging each other? Are you really that gay? Or are you just playing it up to pander to the traditionally largely female and gay male demographic? Because either way, you've got to sort some things out, bruv.
The gist of the Schuyler sisters is
5. You said the Schuyler sisters. You said Schuyler. You said Schuyler. You said Schuyler. I'm the only one on the internet that noticed that. What a fool pronouncing Schuyler like Schuyler. I mean Skylar, pronouncing Skylar like Schuyler. Why hasn't anyone noticed that? If you ask me, there really should be like 358 comments under the video telling you did it wrong, because guess what, mate, you did it wrong. And it's not as if you're being cheeky about pronunciations, because you never do that.
also they had like 7 brothers.
You're picking apart a musical for historical inaccuracies. Surely you believe that those tiny, absolutely inconsequential inaccuracies actually affect the work in a measurable way and subtract from it instead of adding, right? Because here's something historically inaccurate for ya. I'm gonna punch you right in the schnoz.
Hamilton flirts with Angelica and flirts with Eliza. What, was Peggy not good enough for him? Peggy deserves love too, okay?
7. Peggy deserves love too. Don't you know that the same actress played Mariah Reynolds in the second act? And it's almost like you haven't even listened to the show, and I am the smartest person on the planet for realizing that you didn't do that intentionally.
9. Also, guess how the Schuyler family made all their money? Yeah, slaves AF. Even if they weren't all directly involved, every single one of them, including now Alexander Hamilton, profited off the sale of human beings.
Wait. Oh, it's against slavery, mate. What you want? Reparations or something?
Bravsauce and Lynn aren't married IRL.
It seems here like your obsession with dudes taking it to other dudes has led you to wish a happily married man will leave his wife for a homosexual. Just writing up your list of problematicals.
So Hamilton chooses to vote for Jefferson over Burr because he at least has principles, but no, that's actually way worse because he will actively be doing evil over Burr, who could at worst be ineffectual and at best be convinced by people smarter than him.
Oh, but see, which one did you mean to say to vote for? 'Cause you lot are a wee bit fucked now, and I think if you just clarified which one to vote for, you might have tidied up that issue.
No matter how many people of color you put it in, this is still a story about mostly white slave-owning dudes. Not to mention the genocide of Native people. So what did we learn? Lin-Manuel Miranda knows how to write a musical, and I love him, but maybe next time he'll pick something a little less problematic to be our fave.
It's almost as if you're saying, the show as a piece of art and entertainment is great, and so is Lin-Manuel, but glorifying shitty American history isn't great. What's that about? Alright, these all have been responses, but here's my real everything right with Hamilton. 1. Everything is right with Hamilton. Except for one thing, and one thing I am very, very displeased about. As I come from the greatest country on earth, #Brexit, I find the portrayal of King George extremely offensive. He's out there gallivanting and prancing around like a proper poofter instead of chopping off heads, or boning maids, or signing trees for explorers or whatever. And so I'm formally introducing a change.org petition that you can sign today, right now, to make Lin-Manuel rewrite Hamilton with King George as the main character. I'm going to call it George and British musical. Because that's the other problem with the Hamilton and American musical. The American part, it should be British. And seeing what my people went through at the hands of your country it brings a right tear to my eye. And I think it's going to take at least another 6 or 7 musicals to get it all straight. So get working on it. Until next time, this is Bensley Covington signing off.